Hey y'all, thanks for joining me today. I'm going to be showing you how to make a scarf using the waffle stitch, and I am using a pink ombre colored yarn. It's washer dryer safe, and I have a 5.75 millimeter hook that I'm using. And to start with, I have a chain of 30, so go ahead and work on getting your chain of 30 ready. And I'll tell you that we're going to be using double crochets for this project, and I'm going to show you how to do another stitch that's called a front post double crochet. So when you're ready, we can go ahead and get started. We're going to be working into the third loop from, or the third chain from the hook. So there's 1, 2, and 3. So this is the one right here that we're going to go into. So to make a double crochet, we're going to wrap our yarn, put it through our chain, grab the yarn and pull it up so you have 3 loops on your hook. Grab the yarn and pull it through 2, and then grab the yarn and pull it through 2. That's your double crochet. So we're going to just lay down a whole row of double crochet, one into each of our chains for the length of our project here. I like the waffle stitch because not only is it a fast moving stitch, meaning it's something that can be completed very easily and quickly, but it doesn't take a whole lot of counting or anything. Once you get the project going, you'll be able to see where you need to put the next stitch, and it's quite easy. So there was the eclipse the other day. I wonder if any of you were able to catch that and check that out. It's pretty cool. So I'm gonna just pause the video here, and I'm gonna finish up making my double crochets for the remainder of my foundation row. I'll do that off camera, and then you can join me when you're ready to move on to the next row. Alright, so I'm back. I only have the one chain left for my last double crochet. I'm going to chain 2 now, and I'm going to turn my work. I'm going to put a double crochet into the stitch right here next to it, right there. And we're going to go ahead and let that chain 2 count as our double crochet. So what we're going to do is we're going to have 2 double crochets at the start of our row, and then 2 double crochets are going to end each row. All right, that'll also help us keep track. Now this is where I want to show you how to make the front post double crochet. So normally we're working into the top of our stitches here up underneath the 2 V's, but for the front post double crochet we're going to work into the gaps between our stitches here of the first foundation row that we did. So we're going to wrap our yarn, and we're going to put our hook right here between the second and the third stitch. Just put it down in between that gap, and then run it along the back side so it pokes out the other side of that stitch. It'll come out then between the third and the fourth stitch into that gap. From here we're just going to make our double crochet like we would normally. So grab the yarn and pull it behind that double crochet stitch, and then grab the yarn and pull it through the 2, and grab the yarn and pull it through the 2. And that's our front post double crochet. You see how it'll poke out, and that's exactly the effect that we want. From here we're going to put a double crochet and a double crochet, 1 into each of the next 2 stitches, working into the top. So we'll do those ones like normal, and on our next stitch we're going to make another front post double crochet. So wrap your yarn around, go into that gap and up through the gap on the other side, and continue making your double crochet as you normally would. All right, so this is a repeating pattern for this particular row. We're just going to repeat that. Double crochet, a double crochet, and a front post, double crochet, okay, 1, 2, and then we're going to move into our front post. It might be a little awkward to do it at first if you haven't done it, but just don't think about it too much. Just do that. Just do it, as they say, I guess, and it'll be all right. You'll get used to it. Oh, okay. Well, I think what I'm going to do is just work the rest of this row off camera, and I will come back when I'm almost to the end of the row. Well, never mind. I see I'm almost to the end right now, so I'll just finish it out with you. So I have my last front post double crochet that I'm going to make. And like I said, we're going to end on 2 double crochets. So there's the 1 and the 2. So we're going to make the last one into our chain 2 spot there. So your work should be looking like this right now. If you can, you'll see that it's the front post is causing that part to poke out a bit. That's exactly what we want. All right, then we're going to chain 2. We're going to turn our work, and we'll make our double crochet into the stitch next to it. And from here we're going to do opposites of what we were doing on the last row. So this is what I mean also, it's easy to see. So this one you can, the next stitch, it was our front post from this side, but when we turn it to the back side, now you can see how it's sort of recessed back in there. So when it's a recessed one, we go ahead and put it into the top, a double crochet. And now the ones that are single, a regular double crochet from the row before, they're kind of poking out when we flip it around. So these are the ones that we want to make our front post double crochets on the back side. Okay, so we'll just put our hook behind the post of that double crochet and make our double crochet there, and behind the next one. And now we're going to work into the top. So wherever there was a front post double crochet on the other side is a regular one, and the regular ones are now the front post. Does that make any sense? I don't know if I'm explaining it right, but hopefully you can see on your work and on the work on what I'm doing, what I'm talking about here. What on earth? The yarn's catching up some fuzz or something. So this is what we do. We just continue on like this. Then I'm going to show you how it's coming together. You'll see why it's called the waffle stitch. So it looks like little waffles. Now this stitch can be easily customizable, I guess. You can customize it by making your stitches in between. You can make more of them, so you can make that little waffle a bit wider if you want to, and change the look of whatever project that you're working on. All right, so here we are getting down to the end. So I have my my regular double crochet there, and I'm going to end now on my 2 double crochets. So I like to do that because I think it makes a nice border to my work. So I'm going to chain up 2. We're going to turn it over, and we'll really see how these things are popping off here. All right. Let me see. Yep, that's right. I just thought I had made an error there, but I didn't. Everything is good. It's just kind of not showing itself very well. This one wasn't poking out so nice, but now you can see how it's really making your work pop out and have a lot of texture to it, right? Now here we are on the front side again, so we're going to make our border first. So we'll add a regular double crochet into it next, and then wherever there is a front post, see how it pokes out? That's where we're going to make our front post. So this side should be a front post, a regular, front post, regular. And then the back side, it'll be the opposite. It'll be a regular, front post. Anyways, this is nice stitch, I think, to use for a scarf, because it really does add a lot of I don't know, fluff thickness, I guess it's a better word for it. To help keep you warm. And of course the pattern's pretty interesting too. So it really does look like it's more complicated to make than it actually was, right? All right, I'm just gonna quickly get us down to the end of the row here. And my yarn is sticking. Seems like I'm bringing the whole skein of yarn over. Isn't that the way it always is? You gotta fool around and get a knot in there somewhere. Right, so here's the border, the 2 double crochets. Okay, so now you can really see how your project's going to be looking. So you just continue on that way. Again, we're getting to go be working on our back side here, and that's where you'll do the opposite. So it'll be the border, regular, front post, regular, front post, regular, all the way through. And then on this side again, you'll do the opposite. So you'll do the border, front post, regular, front post, regular, front post, like that. All right, well, and you just keep on repeating those rows for as long as you'd like to have your scarf. And And that's it. It'll be good. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll do my best to answer them. And yeah, let me know how you like it. Alrighty, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Bye.